UNLV is going to be hosting Hawaii. Now, let me tell you something. This is an interesting game. UNLV is only rated at, it's only a 3 point favorite right now. That's no joke. Hawaii may be 7-3, but they've turned into a team that you do not want to face. UNLV under Dan Mullins has been, except for two games, which one was New Mexico. Jason X has got that New Mexico team doing some amazing things. But UNLV is considered the second best team in the Mountain West. Hawaii is the fourth best. So both these teams, if Hawaii is able to beat UNLV, that'll up their chances of being able to go to the Mountain West Championship. UNLV's got to survive this game. Now, they've got Nevada next, which is a rivalry game, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Hawaii has got Wyoming. Shouldn't be that big of a deal either. But this game is going to be something that if you're not paying attention to it, it's going to be wild. UNLV is hoping to get back to that championship game. They won't have to face Boise State, but they'll probably have to face a San Diego State team that has been scary. Hawaii's got that same thing, but Hawaii has already beaten San Diego State. This is one of those games that, in all honesty, it's going to come down to the wire. Timmy Chang has turned this team into something that is not an easy win. He went 3-10 his first season, had two 5-win seasons, and this year, I don't even know where to begin. Timmy Chang is earning his salary. Dan Mullins knows how to coach a team, and he knows about these kinds of big games. But Hawaii's on, even though they're not scoring that much, their defense is doing what they need to do. And Dan Mullins' team is scoring at will with with the defense that isn't that much different than Hawaii's. This is going to be a clash. And let me tell you something, you should be watching it. This is going to be something good. Now, I've got a little something at the end of this to tell you, but if you like college football, for that matter, if you like Mountain West sports, because, well, I have an opportunity I'm going to tell you about a little bit later, hit like and subscribe because I'm going to cover a little bit more Mountain West after this, as I tell you about, and I'll tell you why later. But also, if you like college sports, I also cover women's college gymnastics and some basketball. So hit like and subscribe for that. And if you want to help me out, because I got a few opportunities that I could use a little help with, hey, I got a Patreon. It's in my link tree down below. It would really help me out. But let's get into this game.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Nealon. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Now, Hawaii's playing with a lot of people out for injury. Some of these, or most of them, are out for the rest of the season. But Micah Alahado is 221 of 336 attempts. He's 65.8 completion rate, got 2,380 yards, thrown 18 touchdowns, but got 7 interceptions. Been sacked 21 times. This offensive line just is horrible. And it's not giving him time, and, well, it's not looking good. Also, Luke Weaver, his backup, 61 of 102, 59.8% completion rate, 600 yards. Thrown 5 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. Also been sacked 6 times. So you're talking about 23 touchdowns through the air, 10 interceptions, 27 sacks. That offensive line just is horrific. Their leading rusher is Landon Sims, 104 carries, 487 yards. For that many carries, that's not good. only got 3 touchdowns. Cam Barfield, 55 for 274, 3 touchdowns. They've only got 7 touchdowns on the ground. Their offensive line is just not doing anything for them, and that's showing in the rushing offense. Now, receiving wise, Jackson Harris, 42 catches, 731 yards, got 10 touchdowns. Pafoli Ashlock has got 58 catches, 633 yards, got 6 touchdowns. Landon Sims and Cam Barfield both have 2 touchdowns. So they got, I mean, them having 23 touchdowns, that's not bad. Jackson Harris doing a lot of work, as is Foley Ashlock. You know, you're looking at this 3,024 yards through the air, 1,052 on the ground. With that offensive line, that they're doing a lot of work to for not having a lot else. Now, on defense, they've got 26 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. That's really good. They're making up for the fact that their defensive line's making up for the fact their offensive line just does nothing. They got 33 pass deflections, 7 interceptions, 2 touchdowns off of interceptions. Let me tell you something. Their secondary is good. Got 7 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries. That's not that good. That's they're not doing that kind. They need to do a little bit better. Tackle wise, Peter Manuma is defensive back, 54 tackles, 1 sack, 5 pass deflections. He's doing a lot of work right there. Jameis Otis has got 53 tackles, 1 interception, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery that he took back for a touchdown. Jalen Smith, 45 tackles, 1 pass deflection. 41 for Elijah Palmer, 7 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, one that he returned back for a touchdown, 53-yarder. They've got dudes that are doing the work, and they're spreading it out a little bit. This is a hard-working defense right here. This is what's keeping them in games. Penalty-wise, you're looking at 72 penalties, 601 yards, 60 yards a game. Not a very disciplined team. No offensive line to speak of. And so that's making Mike Alejado and this running game just not all that good. And I mean, they're trying and they're scoring, but you're talking about there's no ability to switch it up. So they're a little predictable, but their defense is making it so that they can stay in the game. Kalani Mindela Jensen, 2 interceptions. Peter Manuma with this 54. This is a hard-working team that shares responsibilities. They've got to step it up another notch in this game, though. Now, UNLV Rebels has got Anthony Calendra as their primary quarterback. 202 for 301 attempts, 2,527 yards through the air, 67.1% completion rate, 18 touchdowns through the air, got intercepted 6 times. So, also, offensive line problems, 21 sacks. They've got 19 touchdowns through the air and 21 sacks with 6 interceptions. You know, Dan Mullins is probably pulling his hair out on that. Now, rush game though, Jaden Thomas, Jet Thomas, 103 carries, 780 yards, 8 touchdowns. Anthony Calendra, 101 carries, 513 yards, got 7 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns for Kevon Lee on 73 carries, 319 yards. 23 tackles on the ground, or 23 tackles, 23 touchdowns on the ground, 2,017 yards. Even though they've not got an offensive line that's doing much, they still have a run game. They're doing the exact opposite of what Hawaii is doing. They know how to ground and pound, even with an offensive line that can't do much. Now, receiving wise, Jaden Bradley and Troy Omer are the two leaders, but they've only got 3 touchdowns apiece. So Dejon Reynolds, this is why I say that, because Dejon Reynolds has got 4 touchdowns. Now, Jaden Bradley's got 43 catches, 712 yards on those 3 touchdowns. Troy Omer, 24 catches, 386 yards. Dejon Reynolds got 21 catches, 343 yards with those 4. And also, Barkeys Gums got 11 catches, 168 yards, got 3 touchdowns. Got Tayshawn Lyons and Nick Elksness has got 2 touchdowns apiece. So they're 19 through the air with 23 on the ground. They're a very balanced offense. About 500 yards more for the receiving side. But that offensive line is a real weakness. Now, defensively, they got 22 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. A little bit worse. Could be a lot better. But their pass defense got 36 pass deflections, 12 interceptions, 3 of which they've scored on. Now here's another weakness. Only 5 forced fumbles, 6 fumble recoveries. Got 80 tackles for Marcel McDuffie, 2 sacks, 3 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumble recoveries. Jake Pope got 65 tackles. A little bit of a drop off there. 1.5 sacks, 1 pass deflection. Jaheim Joseph, safety, 55 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 3 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. They have a little bit better tackling, not getting the quarterback as often, but still almost there. Got a really good secondary beat, which, hey, you take a look at Hawaii. This they're strong where Hawaii's strong, so this is going to be a battle there. But they score on occasion. You're looking at a pretty good defense on that side. Penalty wise, 73 for 645, 64 yards a game, not very disciplined. Um, no offensive line to speak of either, but they can still score on the run game. Very balanced team. I'm looking at this going, okay, Jet Thomas makes a lot of good things, but they do have a lot of injuries. That's one of their problems that they've got. Alex Orji's out for this season. He was a backup. I'm looking at all this and I'm going, okay, this should be able to be done, but they've got to protect the quarterback more. Anthony Kalinger's got to be, but he can scramble. He knows how to scramble. They've got guys that can make explosive plays. I'm looking at this game and I'm going, okay, by the numbers, UNLV should win this game. But I'm also looking at Hawaii has been scary good this year. But where they're strong at on the offense is where UNLV is also strong on the defensive side. Offensively, UNLV is a much more balanced team, even though, hey, they've not got much of a offensive line. Whereas Hawaii is pretty much having to stick to throwing the ball. That's where I'm seeing this is going to come in at is you've got too balanced of a team versus a team that is focused on one thing and that's going to be going up against a team that's doing far better. Yes, I think that UNLV will win this game, but I would not be in any way, shape, or form shocked if I saw that Hawaii was to come away with this. Both these teams, if Hawaii wins this, they'll probably get themselves to the position to get to the championship game. UNLV's got to win it for them to get to the championship game, and I know both teams want it. So this is going to be one heck of a clash. Now, for what I was going to get into, I've been asked to join a group that gets to stream the games. I don't have the setup to stream any kind of games, but I can stream Mountain West Sports. Like I said, I haven't got the setup for it. That's, trying to get the money together and get everything. A little bit difficult right now because I'm focused on trying to get that taken care of. If you want to help, I would be much appreciated, like I said. But Mountain West sports, yeah, I'm going to be trying to cover it a little bit more. I know I've been focused on AAC. I'm going to try to have both. I like AAC, and I've also been covering some SEC football and SEC sports because, well, I'm a redneck from Tennessee. Of course, I'm going to love me some SEC sports. But if you want to help out, hey, okay. If not, hey, it'll just take me a little bit longer, but not that big of a deal. But I thought I'd tell you that I might be able to get started on that, and I'm going to work on it. But this has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.